Welcome to Car Life, where we help you make smarter decisions about your vehicle. Your car is packed with features that sound brilliant on paper. Auto start-stop for fuel savings, lane assist for safety, voice commands for convenience. But here's the truth. Most manufacturers won't tell you. Some of these so-called smart features are actually working against you. Today, I'm revealing 21 car features that are more trouble than they're worth. Features that drain your battery, confuse your sensors, and make driving more frustrating than it needs to be. And yes, you can disable most of them right now. Let's get into it. Most modern vehicles now come with automatic engine cycling at every stoplight. The pitch sounds great. Save fuel, reduce emissions, help the planet. But here's what the dealership didn't mention, Waz. Every single shutdown and restart puts serious stress on components that weren't built for constant cycling. Your starter motor, battery cells, and engine mounts take a beating. Many starters burn out well before 50,000 miles because of this feature alone. The fuel savings, barely noticeable, maybe a few drops per trip, but when that starter needs replacing, you're looking at hundreds of dollars. And that annoying hesitation when the light turns green? That's not just frustrating, it's dangerous in busy intersections. Turn this off immediately. Your wallet will thank you later. Lane-keeping technology works beautifully on perfect highways with fresh paint and clear weather. But take it onto a narrow country road, and it becomes your worst enemy. When lane markings fade or disappear, the system panics. It jerks your steering wheel like it's possessed, fighting you when you try to navigate curves or dodge potholes. Some systems even try to correct you when you're giving space to cyclists or avoiding debris. In construction zones or while towing a trailer, forget about it. The system becomes actively dangerous. If you spend any time on rural roads, disable this feature and take back control of your steering. Adaptive cruise control is fantastic for long highway stretches. But in stop-and-go city traffic, it's a disaster waiting to happen. The system constantly speeds up and brakes unpredictably. It mistakes parked cars for obstacles in your lane. It brakes too hard for minor slowdowns and accelerates awkwardly when traffic clears. The jerky, robotic behavior creates more stress than it solves. Even major testing organizations have confirmed these systems struggle badly in heavy urban traffic. Save it for the highway. In the city, your foot belongs on the pedal. This feature sounds perfect on paper. Your car automatically switches between high and low beams so you never blind oncoming drivers. Reality? It's a mess. The camera sensors get confused by glare, rain, and headlights that aren't perfectly bright. Your high beams flash on and off at completely wrong times, either blinding other drivers or leaving you in darkness when you need light most. On winding roads or poorly lit streets, this becomes genuinely unsafe. Some drivers even get pulled over because their high beams kicked on at the wrong moment. Manual control is still the smarter, safer option. Here's a feature that makes absolutely zero sense. Why would anyone need lights on during broad daylight when the car isn't even moving? If someone can't see your entire vehicle in full sunlight, a tiny bulb isn't going to help. These lights are supposed to help in fog or snow, but that's exactly what fog lights were designed for decades ago. When you're parked or idling, daytime running lights just waste energy. They drain your battery, wear out your electrical system, and confuse other drivers who think you're about to pull out. Turn them off and save yourself the headache. Blind spot sensors are great when conditions are perfect, but the moment rain starts pouring or mud covers those sensors, everything falls apart. The radar gets blocked by dirt, snow, salt, anything really. Then the warnings go haywire. You'll see lights flashing for no reason, or even worse, you'll get no warning at all when there actually is a car in your blind spot. Here's the scary part. The system doesn't always tell you it's not working. You think you're protected when you're not. In bad weather, turn this off and use your mirrors and eyes like you always should have. This system should be simple. It warns you when tire pressure is low. Great. But those reset reminders, they're infuriating. You fill your tires, you hit reset, the light stays on anyway. The system freaks out over tiny temperature changes overnight. After tire rotations, it throws false alerts for weeks. You start panicking about leaks that don't exist. After you've manually checked your tires with a real gauge, don't let some finicky sensor bully you. Trust your own verification, not a computer that can't tell the difference between a slow leak and cold weather. Walking up to your car and having it unlock automatically sounds incredibly convenient. Until you realize what you've sacrificed: security. These systems use constant wireless signals between your key and car. Thieves know exactly how to exploit this. With a simple relay device, they can capture your signal from outside your house and unlock your car in seconds without ever touching your key. Even if theft isn't your concern, the feature still causes problems. It unlocks when you're just walking by with groceries. It pops the locks when your keys are in your pocket near the driveway. Disable auto unlock and press the button manually. Stay in control. Rain-sensing wipers sound convenient until you actually use them. The sensor on your windshield is supposed to detect moisture and adjust wiper speed automatically. In practice, it's wildly inconsistent. A light mist triggers full-speed wiping. Heavy rain doesn't activate them until you can barely see. A bit of dirt or a bug splatter throws the whole system off. Drive through a tunnel and they start wiping dry glass, wearing out your blades for no reason. Manual control takes 2 seconds and works perfectly every time. Let the computer handle something else. If you're learning something valuable here and want to avoid expensive mistakes with your car, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. We release new car life videos every week with tips that actually save you money and frustration. Don't miss out now. Let's keep going. Waving your hand in front of the dashboard to change the volume or skip songs sounds futuristic for about 5 minutes. Then it becomes the most annoying feature in your car. The sensors constantly misread your movements. Sunlight hits the cabin wrong and suddenly your radio changes stations. You reach for something near the screen and the navigation zooms out randomly. It's supposed to be convenient but ends up causing chaos. Turning a knob or tapping a button works instantly every single time. Most people disable gesture controls within a week of trying them. Save yourself the trouble and turn them off now. Let me be clear. Always wear your seatbelt on the road, but when you're moving your car 3 feet in the driveway or backing up a trailer on your property, that constant beeping is just noise. Some systems keep chiming even after you buckle up because the seat sensor thinks a heavy bag or toolbox is a person. The alarm doesn't make you safer in these situations. It just drives you insane. Most cars let you disable the chime in settings or through a simple ignition sequence. Use your seatbelt when it matters, silence the noise when it doesn't. Some manufacturers pump fake engine noise through your speakers to make driving feel more exciting. They call it active sound enhancement. It's basically a lie. Instead of hearing your real engine, you get a pre-recorded soundtrack created by software. A 4-cylinder made to sound like a V8. It's pure illusion, and over time it becomes genuinely annoying, especially on long drives. Worse, that fake sound interferes with how you actually sense your car's performance. Real engine noise helps you judge shifting, acceleration, and load. Fake audio removes that natural feedback. Turn it off and reconnect with your actual vehicle. Ambient lighting looks incredible when your car is parked. Soft glowing colors around the cabin. Very premium, very fancy. But the moment you start driving at night, it becomes a problem. That interior glow messes with your night vision. Your eyes adjust slower when switching between the bright cabin and the dark road ahead. Reflections on windows and dashboards make it harder to spot hazards outside. Some systems are way too bright even on the dimmest setting. Others pulse and change colors with music which looks cool parked, but distracts you when driving. Keep interior lights off or extremely dim after sunset. The road needs your full attention. Set your temperature and let the car handle everything. Sounds like comfort on demand. In reality, it's just frustrating. These systems blast the fan at full power during startup even when it's not needed. 5 minutes later, you're freezing or dealing with fogged windows because the sensors can't accurately read cabin conditions. The constant automatic adjustments make the AC compressor cycle on and off repeatedly, burning extra energy and wearing parts faster. Manual control gives you actual comfort and consistency. You know when you need more air or less. The computer is just guessing. This system shuts off some of your engine's cylinders while cruising to save fuel. Clever idea. Terrible execution. Cylinders constantly switching on and off creates uneven wear. Over time, this leads to oil consumption problems, rough idling, even misfires. Some drivers notice vibrations or lag when cylinders reactivate. On high-mileage engines, it gets even worse. The system also messes with your exhaust sound and how the car feels to drive. Turning it off lets your engine run smoothly and consistently the way it was actually designed to perform, not constantly juggling between power modes and economy modes. Your radio automatically gets louder as you speed up and quieter as you slow down. Sounds smart until you experience the reality. You're coasting downhill and music drops to a whisper. You merge onto the highway and it suddenly blasts like a concert. The system adjusts based on speed, not actual cabin noise, so even when your car is quiet, it cranks the volume just because you're going faster. With passengers, everyone's constantly reaching for the volume knob. Set it once manually and leave it there. You'll actually enjoy your drive. Eco mode works fine for city driving and light traffic, but hit the highway and it becomes genuinely dangerous. The setting dulls throttle response to save tiny amounts of fuel, which means sluggish acceleration exactly when you need power for merging, passing, or climbing hills. Your engine feels unresponsive and weak. Some cars even adjust transmission shift points, keeping you in higher gears way too long. You might save a drop of fuel, but you're forcing your engine to work harder just to keep up with traffic. Turn eco mode off on open roads and let your engine breathe properly. Push a button and let your car park itself. The commercials make it look smooth and effortless. Real life? Not even close. The system hesitates, misjudges spaces, and gets confused by curbs, shadows, or cars parked at odd angles. You sit there watching it creep back and forth nervously while traffic piles up behind you. A shopping cart or faded line can make it give up completely and hand control back to you mid-maneuver. In the time it takes the system to think, you could have parked twice manually. Trust your instincts and keep control of the wheel. Traction control is excellent on wet pavement, but when you're stuck in the deep snow, sand, or mud, it becomes your enemy. You actually need your tires to spin a little to dig in and find grip. Traction control cuts power the instant it senses wheel slip, which leaves you completely stuck. The harder you press the gas, the less the car moves. Off-road drivers know this well. That's why most vehicles have a button to disable it. Sometimes you have to let the wheels fight through resistance to escape tough terrain. Know when to turn it off. Your car's microphone is always listening, waiting for a wake word. That means it's constantly recording short audio clips and sometimes sending data to cloud servers. Privacy issues aside, these systems are unreliable. You say, "Call Mike," and it dials Mom instead. It mishears words from the radio and starts talking back randomly while you're driving. It's slow, distracting, and causes more problems than it solves. If you value focus and privacy, dig through your menus and shut it off completely. Your car installs updates automatically to keep systems current. Sounds harmless until Bluetooth stops working, cameras glitch, or your touchscreen freezes right after an update. Some updates install in the background. Others lock you out entirely until they finish. Imagine sitting in your driveway waiting for your car to finish optimizing before you can leave. Even worse, some updates remove features you actually liked with no way to roll them back. Set updates to manual whenever possible. You choose when and if they install. Your car shouldn't update itself like a smartphone without permission. There you have it. 21 features that sound smart, but often create more problems than they solve. The good news? You can disable most of them right now and take back control of your driving experience. That's it for today's episode of Car Life. If this video helped you make smarter decisions about your car, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're here every week with practical advice that saves you money and frustration. Drive smarter, not harder. See you in the next one.